All right guys, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the servicing and the interior. 91,000 miles on the motor. Of course, before we build a Jeep, to decide whether we're gonna keep the motor in it or put one of our DAS engines, we do compression checks, leak down, all that good stuff. Engine was in phenomenal health, so we said, let's completely service this thing. We will give you guys the option for someone buying a Jeep like this with all this work done. I know some of my customers are okay with a 90,000 mile engine that we fully service top to bottom because they know these things last forever, especially being a 97, 98, 99. But some of my customers are going to want a brand new engine. So we have no problem taking this engine out and putting a brand new engine in there since everything else is brand new. But I'm telling you, this engine is strong as can be, great compression, everything about it. We would not have built this Jeep to this level with 90,000 miles unless the engine was extremely strong. So brand new cooling system top to bottom. Take a look in there. That is a Mopar Performance double core aluminum radiator. You cannot skimp on the cooling system on these. You can't buy $100 radiators. You got to go top of the line. You got to go high performance. That is a Mopar double core radiator. Besides the Flexolite, that's probably the best way to go. We have a brand new water pump, brand new thermostat, all new plumbing. So cooling system, top to bottom's all brand new. AC system, top to bottom's all brand new. Brand new compressor, receiver dryer, orifice tube, plumbing, brand new condenser up front. AC evaporator inside the dash, behind the dash in the firewall. If you were to take this AC system and get it done at a Jeep dealership with all those parts, you're gonna run anywhere from $2 to $3 grand. Sounds crazy, call them up, get a quote, I promise you, at least. Same thing with the actual cooling system. With a Mopar Performance double core radiator, water pump, thermostat, tons of money. Rear main seal, valve cover, oil pan gasket, all that's been done, all Fel-Pro seals. You guys know these 4.0s leak. It's just a common characteristic of them. All brand new seals throughout the entire engine. That service by itself, you're gonna run anywhere from $1,200 to $1,700 at a normal dealership. The entire ignition system, that's all brand new. Obviously aluminum valve cover, we have a new battery, all the terminals, all the wiring, all that stuff is all brand new as well. So quick recap, top to bottom brand new cooling system, top to bottom brand new AC and heat system because we did do the heater core as well. All brand new ignition and all that. So all the major components around the engine that really have a big play in it, those are all been upgraded, new seals, everything. We'll get into some more stuff later on or throughout the listing. Interior, very, very tedious on the interior once again. Completely stripped the entire interior down. There was nothing left in this interior besides the dash. The headliner came out, the seats, the center console, the carpet, everything. So what we did is we completely dyno-matted the entire floor. So very, very tedious. If you're not familiar with dyno-mat, I'll put a link up in the video. Everything's been dyno-matted. We have brand new carpet throughout. This is the top of the line. We went through 3 different carpet manufacturers since we've been building these XJs. We started off with the cheapest, didn't work that well, went with a mid-grade, was better. We finally got the best carpet you can possibly get. Has extra thick backing and insulation attached to it, plus our dyno mat. So you have extremely, between this top layer and the floor pan, I mean, you probably have 3/4 of an inch of carpet, backing, insulation, and dyno mat, which quiets the ride, cushions everything, and this is very plush, thick carpet. Carpet throughout the entire Jeep, okay? I hate to show you the back cargo because we still have a bunch of stuff back here, but wheel wells, everything. So all the trim comes out, everything gets done, top to bottom. We have our DAS seats here, and these, once again, I know for you guys that watch all of our videos, this is going to get repetitive, but we have a lot of people that this is the first time viewing our video. We spend a ton of time. These seats are done here in-house. We have a black leather. We have a gray Alcantara suede, which matches the headliner. Dual heated seats, so heat here, both sides, high setting and low setting. Once again, hooked up to its own circuit and relay panel. The biggest thing, in addition to redoing the entire seats, is we actually rebuild the seats themselves. This bolster, as you see how big and thick and fat it is probably about 3 inches above the seat. Years and years of people sliding in the factory seat, this will get flat. You start to feel the springs. These bolsters get wide, and the seats feel like crap. And it's just not an enjoyable experience driving these with a very uncomfortable seat. When you get in this seat, your butt's here, hold your legs in, hold your back in. Very, very, very comfortable seat. So every part of this seat is rebuilt. Takes a ton of time. These seats right here, between everything that we do, we also sand all the brackets. All 4 brackets on each seat get sanded down and refinished. New bolts. This is a week process to do these seats. Very, very tedious, and the end result is well worth it. But the big thing is you really have to sit in these to really feel and appreciate the difference. Seeing it on video is one thing. Yeah, it looks good, looks nice. I see there's a lot of time, but when you actually sit in this, and these actually feel better than a factory seat, because even the factory seats don't have that much bolster. The only thing I can really compare it to is sitting in a sort of, I don't want to say a race seat by any means, but a high-end Recaro Sportster seat. I'm not saying these are Recaro quality, but just the way it hugs you and you feel inside the seat as opposed to just sitting on top of the seat. It's a really nice feeling. So headliner itself is all done. We have the overhead center console that, instead of doing in the Alcantara, we're doing in the black leather to break it up because it's so much Alcantara. So it's going to be a black leather center console, black leather visors, which match the black grills on the brand new speakers that we have in there. Leading to the speakers, brand new 6.5s back there, brand new speakers in the door, a full, let me go ahead and get this cranked up. Well, before I crank it up, brand new alarm, remote start combo, screen, tells you the status of the Jeep, whether you started or not. You can also kill it. Got a flip out screen, navigation, backup camera. While this is running, let you hear this exhaust. Also keep in mind, guys, you know, we're just getting to this stage of this Jeep. It's got a lot of breaking in to do, a lot of adjustments, a lot of this, that, and the other. So full sound system, full alarm system, went over the seats, all new carpet, all new headliner. I like how it takes 3 minutes to discuss what takes 2 months to do. Very, very clean. I will say, I'll let you guys know, we do have a steering wheel cover on this. The top of the factory steering wheel was a little nasty. This is a cheaper route to go. I have no problem. It takes probably about 4 or 5 hours to hand stitch new leather on here. We can do that for the end user if you guys want. But if we do that automatically, that gets added to the Jeep, and a lot of people don't want to, the cost can just keep going up if you redo everything to the best possible way. So little $20 cover, it's black, it's leather, feels good, it's not big and bulky and has all the nonsense that all the other ones have, but we will completely restitch a new steering wheel on there. We can do any color stitch, any leather, whatever you guys want to do. So just want to mention that. While we're back here, take a look at these brackets. Once again, completely sanded down, painted, carpet back here. When we do the seats, we put pockets back here as well. Another thing that we do is, as you see, you got these little, I don't know what you want to call them, that hold the seatbelt buckles, little straps, if you will, because these are a nuisance. Every time you lift this up, those can fall down, and you need to hold those up and fold the seat back at the same time, so that keeps that up, which is nice to have. Carpet goes throughout the entire Jeep. New rear shocks for the rear gate. This Jeep will be equipped with black WeatherTech floor mats as well. And also, they're not in yet, but the front doors, if you listen, got the typical hinges that crack. So both front doors will have complete new hinges and pins. So they won't have the traditional popping that these doors make. Same thing here, that will get replaced. So as you guys see, for the most part, with the visors getting done, the overhead center console getting done, and just breaking the whole Jeep in, being that it's got brand new gears and all the stuff, we're obviously going to break it in, put about 500 miles on it. It's just about done. Now, if you want to add something, like I said, we'll be more than happy to do so. As the sun's coming out, just a beautiful metallic in the paint. I personally think Kevlar on the bottom, side sliders, will really just set this Jeep off. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to contact me directly. Sales@davisautosports.com, jeeps@davisautosports.com. You can also call the office at 855-XJ-JEEPS. Thanks for viewing, guys.